TJ Maxx. Wait, now we might get caught off.
They're gonna pay you for that?
I don't know. Hey everybody, how's it going? How are you doing? Are you having fun?
I don't know if people can hear me or not.
Yes,
I guess we won't know until people
when
come
somebody
on and say
comes
hi.
on.
Yeah.
We're hanging out. We haven't been hanging out for a long time. So we thought maybe we should hang out. Oh, boots.
I feel like I'm gonna break this table.
Boots. So Jess. Oh yeah. We're trying something new. So peas and carrots. So if you guys could let us know when you're here and say hi and see if you can actually hear Jarrod, because he's actually sitting on the other side of me.
That's true. But
we don't know if this works. There's like a microphone. Oh, hi, Mary. Thanks for joining. Can you hear both of us?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
If you can hear me, we're in success.
Can you hear me now?
If not, I gotta go in another room.
I know, right?
Oh, good. Thank you, Facebook user.
Yay!
If you have not allowed StreamYard permission to your page,
there's people.
Definitely do so. If you refuse to sell your soul to StreamYard, put your name after your comment, please.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can see you.
So there's a lot of stuff going on right now with all in the planets and the stars and CERN, and oh my gosh, this turn is just crazy. So I know a lot of our tribe has been out doing their thing and starting new projects and healing and doing deep work and all that stuff. So we thought we'd just come on and say hi. And then if you felt like you were in the need of a reading or healing, there's a suggested donation of $22.22 if you want either or, and if you want both, $44.44, because we're here to do it and get it. Oh, it's Fern! Hi, Fern.
I assumed it was.
Just kind of talk about what's going on too, and we'll do it definitely
Fern,
a collective pool for everybody too. Yeah, Mary, I bet things are wild right now. Yeah, so just let us know if you want to donate. That's so great. If you are feeling like a share and you like to share out, you have to go to Jarrod's page, because the other one's on YouTube, on our Say Stay YouTube. And good morning. And our I think Soul Tribe.
Oh.
What you getting? Oh, I have a giant thing now for our. This is great. That's the other side of the room. This is so fun.
It's close up of my beard.
Yeah, beard. You want to pull for the collective to start?
I mean, if you want to.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah. How's everyone? Jennifer, hello.
I know we've been kind of offline a lot because it's been crazy busy. Getting ready for big changes.
And I'm trying to revamp all of my stuff. And hi, everyone. If you are watching from a new site or you've never watched it before, allow StreamYard service once again. You have to do it for every site.
I know, we're just kidding. Look, This is cute. It just says this. StreamYard! Or,
you have to do it for every site that you watch.
That's like a new thing, right?
Even if you watch most of your stuff on, say, Unistay Global, if you're watching from Rowan Wolf or something like that, you have to accept it again. It's stupid, but
it's Natalie, by the way.
Hi, Natalie.
And Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Well, Mary, we can pull a little card for you, I think. Give you some direction. How does that sound?
I don't know what I'm doing. I got all sorts of stuff around me today.
I'm just going to pull a quick card from Mary since she was the first one on. He used to be first sometimes, I guess. Yes.
Oh, you got rune writing on there.
Yeah, I did it.
That's cool.
Guys, I'm getting good with technology. Apparently marketing too. Okay. Fork in the road, Mary. Oh, sorry. It's like super shiny. Hey, shiny. I don't know if you can really see this very well. This card is fork in the road. The number is 13. So, you know, what I'm hearing is that one path, you're like in the either or. One path will lead you to where you are longing to go and following your heart and your soul's purpose and your journey. And that's going to be the more difficult road because that's part of the ascension process. And speaking your truth. And the other one is just staying where you are, which is okay too. And the opportunity will come up again. So there's no right or wrong answer so much. There's just two decisions that need to be made. So I definitely recommend like leaning into your heart and really allowing yourself to trust what you're feeling. I think Jarrod will expand. Do you want to pull a rune real quick for her too?
I actually tried to pull a rune and I couldn't get any.
Yeah.
They just kept falling through my hands. So there's a reason I grabbed my animal deck, I guess.
Ooh.
Mary, for you, I got whale.
Mm-hmm.
And these cards are really great because they give us an opportunity to not only look within ourselves, but act as almost a mediator for animal spirits that want to come forward and help us on our journey right now. And whale, its message on this card, and something to think about for you, is through music, you reclaim life's magic and grow strong in body and soul. This is all about listening to your own song. This is all about hearing what your body is telling you, your physical body in this case, and listening to the physical reaction and feeling that you get in certain situations. While feelings are very watery, very emotional, and so forth, and all over the place, they create a physical response. That upset stomach you get when something is going wrong, or that feeling of elation you get during something right. Not right, but that makes you
in
feel
alignment.
Good. Yeah, in alignment makes you feel good. Sorry, it's not a right or wrong.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong. So we're learning, right?
But it's about listening to those things and having trust in yourself and listening to the music that you create from yourself when put into these situations. What type of song are you singing when you move into a place where you feel really good? What type of song are you singing when you move into a place where you feel really bad? And how do you turn that song around to make yourself feel better? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love that.
I may need more coffee.
Well, I think we got some. Our friend Jen, when she came to our Find Your Path event here, good morning, Estella. She brought us her family's coffee. From Maine, they roast on. To get it all the way to Maine, they roast it. Yeah. She brought it down for us to try.
My stomach does have issues. Yeah, Mary, for sure. Like, pay attention to those things, because when we find ourselves in situations where our body starts to feel poor, feel in a state of dis-ease, it's typically due to something on the energetic level as well. How are we processing that information? How are we responding to the things that happen around us? Do we sit and fester on these things and allow the that toxic feeling to continue to grow within, or do we find a way to bleed that wound and allow that stuff to come out?
Amazing. There's 4. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for being the first one on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Cotorina.
All right.
What's going on with your life? What are you doing these days?
Me? I don't even know anymore.
Studying.
I've been in a big process of revamping Rowan Wolf and Spectral Bear, and trying to figure out how to merge those two without losing the information that's already on those 2 Facebook pages and so forth. So eventually, I think it's going to become Spectral Bear Healing and Runecraft. I'll still keep using the name Rowan Wolf because that's who I am. But the idea is to move a lot of my shamanic practices into my rune work and being able to offer healing and talisman work and things like that in conjunction with divination, which is a shamanic skill as well.
Yep.
So, what about you? I know you've been busy. I feel like
oh my gosh, it's been crazy. We've been busy.
I mean, Find Your Path was
we did
successful.
Find Your Path. We taught Soul Reiki.
Hi,
and Reiki. Oh, love you, Kaylee. Sending so much love. Oh, it's a big day. Just working with the circles. We went to Serpent's Mound. We've been doing expos. Yeah. There's been so much we've been palling around, putting together, just doing a lot of admin work. I don't know if you guys know, but running all of this, I probably spend 30 hours on admin a week.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, getting ready to open up my mentorship again for 3 more people. We just had 2 people finish up, so that gives space for 3 more. We're doing tethering. Mm-hmm. The collective crown
Reiki
in August.
Coming up in November.
Yeah, November is going to be certification in person in B-Town, Indiana. There's a lot going on. This month I'm really taking off to study and finish my hypnosis course because I should be certified in that, definitely for sure. Because I love it. I love using my voice, obviously. Yeah, just spending as much time in in-person stuff as possible and healing as we go,
Yeah, I love it.
And the Orasoma bottle study behind us, those bottles. That's like our obsession. I don't know if you guys have noticed them yet.
Yeah, between learning everything that I'm going through with schooling through the Foundation for Shamanic Studies and Orasoma, writing 2 books, like there's a lot.
This is so fun because I feel like we're in an interview process together since we're sitting across the table normally.
Folks, follow the suggestion down at the screen. We're here to help today. We have the suggested donation on there for reading or healing, and then of course for both.
We got ourselves a donation for a reading for Jennifer perfect. Wardlow. Thank you so much, Griso. Say hi if you're here. How's your kitty? Yes, Toro.
Is she hiding under Facebook either?
No, she might just be watching.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we just watch and not comment, which is okay.
Why did I pick this one up?
Because that's the one you're supposed to use.
That's a weird deck to it.
Yes.
Or are my comments not? Oh no, comments were. Oh, there she is.
Share the wisdom. I love you, girl. Here we go.
What's she doing?
Do you just want like a general? I mean, I kind of already know where I'm headed.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
Oh, she's watching on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, guys, we have a YouTube channel.
The YouTubes. We're getting fancy now.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Oh, we're doing Glimpse of Grace too. And this weekend I've activated.
God, I can't shuffle. Why are we
activating your soul language. There's a lot happening next week.
I don't know what's going on.
Lorna, Sammy, and I are getting together to do our Pets Journey. Yeah, we're right on top. Yes, hi, Tanks. How is it over there?
Hi, Tanks. Good to see you.
Hello.
Tanks, I heard that you've been doing some family research.
Hi, Lily.
We have some family in common.
I know. How cool is that? I will die in real life if you are related to Tanks. I can't even the amount of joy.
Right.
Interesting. Oh boy. Okay. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Jennifer. Tick tock, tick tock goes the clock. As a reminder, there's no time. Everything's happening simultaneously. So just gonna take a deep breath and rest. So that was the first one that came up. Second is truth be told. So just as crazy as it sounds, as weird as it sounds, whatever comes through, speak it. And just keep doing what you're doing, coming from a place, with your heart space. You're very valued and loved. And just like that, you share your wisdom as well, which is so great. there is an unfinished symphony happening, a little bit of unfinished business, which I won't go into deep detail right here because you know what I'm talking about. But regarding that, there's like an owl in each one of these pictures, is really going through and co-creating with your circle, and allowing that little open the heart space a little bit for that, which I totally get and understand. Sometimes it's really hard. What's that about? What are you shaking for?
Well, just weird messages. That's fine.
Yes. It's always fun when Jennifer participates. You are coming up into a point where sitting quietly and just doing something with your hands, like washing dishes, or I don't know, crocheting or drawing or something, that'll let your brain kind of go into like automatic stuff. There will be an epiphany that you'll be able to put some puzzle pieces together, which is really important to help. Aw, thanks, Tinks. And yeah, this is about the Holy Trinity of yourself, mind, body, and soul, and really taking this next turn to really go in there and allow others to be a part of your journey in truth, which is sometimes really scary, right, you guys? Because it's, especially when you've been hurt so much, right? Like I've been hurt a lot. So to keep going back and putting yourself out there. So there is a lot of celebration from your team, just saying like, you really are moving into this space, like it's happening in real time. And, you know, the hut is coming and all of us are just coming into alignment. And the event journey continues and really looking forward to that. So I'm also hearing too, kind of in all of this is co-creating, is sitting and co-creating adventures with your circles, and maybe reaching out to new people who want to come. Hi, Leila. And seeing that and really allowing you to be your best self, and really showing that to others, that beautiful light that spills out of you so effortlessly. Yeah, I just see a lot of really good things coming, especially after the 5th of July, which is in 3 days. So that's really great. I hope that helps you, my friend. I love you.
So I picked up the animal deck. For some reason, this is really wanting to talk today. I got orangutan.
My favorite.
And this is orange, solar plexus. Nope, sacral. Orangutan, working to live joyously, not living to work. I would say there's not a whole lot more to that message for you than those lines altogether. It's about taking time to enjoy the world around you. I know that you have a busy work schedule like I do, and sometimes things that you want to do get pushed to the side, and then there's this moment of panic of not being able to achieve what you wanted to and still go out and play. So we end up staying inside trying to do this other stuff, in which case then we do nothing. Take time to yourself. Remember that when you go to work, it's okay to have a good time. It's okay to play and enjoy as well when the work gets done. But remember that we're here to do those things, not necessarily just to work. That's not who we are. That's not what's going on. It's simply a mask that we put on a day-to-day basis. Take that mask off. Allow that to happen. And I pulled a rune card for you as well. This is Runic Tarot, so it's got a little bit of both on there. This is 6 of shields, which are discs. And on here is Sovilu. And you kind of see here, in particular, Soul is that version of the rune. And you got a whole group of people who have either are preparing for battle with the sun rising, or are finishing up with the sun setting, or taking into consideration what they need to do to work through this battle. As I was looking at these cards, I was thinking about some aspects of the sun that could be beneficial for you. One, it's the time to go out and enjoy yourself. It's the time to go out and play. It's the time to go have fun. Nighttime, we can do that as well, but I kind of feel like you're sleeping. I would be too. And then white asparagus came to mind. And it's this aspect of knowing that the sun nurtures that asparagus, and that's where we get the chlorophyll. That's where it becomes green and full of nutrients. And when we hide from that sun, when we hide from that joy and that victory within ourselves and having fun and enjoying that sun's warmth, when we hide ourselves from that, we deprive ourselves of those nutrients. We deprive ourselves of the ability to produce chlorophyll and become green. And what does that do for us? What does that do for anyone? So think about those things. Allow yourself to get outside. Allow yourself to enjoy the time for yourself. Make time for yourself to have fun, even if it's at work. If that means sending all your coworkers a bunch of silly memes, then that's what that means. But don't hide from the sun. Allow that to come out, allow that to shine, and be prepared to be victorious within it when you do move into that place. Don't be this guy down here who's the white asparagus. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I was like, I gotta write that down. So Jennifer, I hope that makes sense and you can take something from that.
Thanks, Jennifer. Never
get the nutrients from the sun.
Yeah, definitely get sun.
And play. Live to play, not work.
I love it. Thank you so much. Live to play, not work. Or
she probably hates asparagus.
Do work, that is play. Oh yeah, maybe you're supposed to eat a lot of asparagus. Lots of bitter stuff. Doesn't make sense. Woo! Thanks, Queen. See you soon. Next, we've got Tinks.
Nice.
Tinks, beautiful queen. Are you in the mood for a reading from both of us or a healing? What's your prep today? You're so welcome, Jennifer Wardlow. And then after Tinks is Jennifer Boyan. So guys, let us know if when you send a donation, we'll get you on the list.
Dawn says, okay, sent.
Oh, thanks, Dawn. I'm easy, whichever you were drawn to. Do you want to do a combo? Do you want to do a reading or a healing, and I'll do the other one?
That's fine.
So she gets a full.
Whatever works. Whichever we're drawn to.
What do you want to do? Are you drawn to do some healing? Are you drawn to do a reading?
I can do a reading.
Okay.
Or I can do healing.
Okay.
I'll do that. 'Cause I don't. Yeah.
Let's do some healing on her.
Okay.
What are we going to focus on? Let's see.
That's what I'm finding out.
We're going to find out what to focus on, Queen. How apropos of the moment right now. Oh my gosh. Yay! I love this. What are you going to focus on?
Well, I pulled Eeyore, rune of being able to live in two places at the same time.
Yes.
Shedding what no longer serves, and also recognizing boundaries within the self. Again, coming out into the sun, being warm. Serpent. Hi, Karen. Lovely to see you. It's been a while. But it's also serpent, dragon energy, that sort of thing.
That's so perfect. Your guides are like, we're just going to tap into the God particle itself, that part of you that comes from source, and really, really weave that together to just continue with your journey and connecting all parts of you. And this will allow you to really just come to some quick and they're saying healthy realizations, and like being able to let that flow through directly, because we're pretty charged right now with all that certain stuff they're doing. And this is calling in all parts of yourself together, mind, body, soul within. So I'm gonna do that. So there'll be some clearing and just alignment stuff. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Tinks.
ut art ni ast aras arki is iniakt ut arti shisi arki ni eshtara iniakt ut art as imik as ut arkniti yak ars kutur arnik as ars iskita arskti isnik ara yak iminik tarti as inik tarti tarki art iskita remer tarki yarsini arsinik siti arsisi sinek tarki mondati or sinik tarki tarki askut ut is ars it's make arsenakti.
Every time I connect with your higher self, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah. Yes, anas as is as us as in skiti yak ashenakt ar shonos us ish ars is ars us yak or as ananana isikiti ish o or ar nia tar ish as sono so or ask inikat. Or arsini sisi tarks arasusus or ihia tarki inikat art asked it out. Yeah. So we just pulled a lot of that source energy, that particle of you, that particle of of the source that's yourself to really, and they really did a lot of work here. Hi, Jessica. Oh, Karen, I'm so excited for you. Evie Bell, beautiful picture.
That's awesome. Congrats.
I know I got to see the picture she shared, but so Tinks, there's going to be like a lot of connection here, and they had to kind of come straight through and down. And really just kind of working and webbing it all up and really being able to pull this source energy down and up too. So, and connecting it in your heart space to really steady. And there's just so much growth that has happened. Like it feels like when I was in there, your team was saying, you know, we really have like taken your power back. That's what they were just like, yep, she's really doing what she wants. And she's really starting to step into herself like completely and really, believing the truth that is her. So this is just helping you do that and bringing that part of you to really stand in your truth and just keep it in alignment. We really just worked on putting that all kind of together so you're able to see clearly and feel clearly and know clearly and trust what that is. But they're definitely the blue avians, if you're into working with your healing stuff, they want to work with you. So, and you want to research that a little bit. They're sweet loves. They're different color avians too. That was just the ones I saw. Hi, Lynn.
So, are you finished?
Yeah, just a lot of activation in the heart and like the whole left side. I think she said that too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my
cool.
immediate was the lower back area that I went to, and then moved into setting the Hara. And I used Rune Valder and set that up, placed the symbols, and in the throat placed the rune Os, which is a rune of manifestation through sound. In the heart space, Ak. And Ak is a rune of willpower, of standing up for what you value and not caring what others care about. Taking that time, that moment to be yourself and to have that confidence and strength to be proud of what you bring into this world. And the solar plexus and sacral, I added the rune Ak, that serpent rune, which we talked about earlier, being able to set your boundaries, being able to transition between and be at the same place at the same time, these two worlds of the sacral and solar plexus, standing in your own personal power and knowing that that comes from the feeling, emotion, playfulness of the self. And then lastly, it was really interesting that I was given Laguz to put into the root space. And I think it was more of a moment of remembering that it's to pull water. We have tendency to ground ourselves so much, but at what point in time do we begin grounding ourselves into soil that is dry and doesn't allow for that flexibility? When does our root begin to dry up and no longer can pull that element of nutrition and satiation and thirst from that soil? So Laguz is there to remind you that to pull that energy, to pull that liquid energy from the earth, and to utilize that to keep yourself in a state of flow. That it's okay to be, think about seaweed and sea anemone and these things that live underwater and don't actually move. So they have this ability to be grounded but be in the flow at the same time. So these runes in place, working with you, will help activate and move all of those things. And I did pull an animal spirit for you as well. It was wild boar. Yeah, right here, this guy. Wild boar is close to me. It's a family symbol. Whatever tradition or others expect of you, only to yourself be true. Keep that in mind. Keep that into that place of the heart, remembering that it doesn't matter what others think of what you bring into this world. What matters is you find it beautiful.
That's so interesting. It's like you worked in the bottom part of the heart line. I worked in the top part, all in the crown and the third eye and source. I'm really allowing yourself. Your team is going to continue working with you for the next couple weeks. So just allow yourself to really tune in. You may get weird dreams.
And there's the beautiful thing about Rune Balder and sealing those runes within a person is just like a bind rune. It's only active when you need it.
Right.
Once you no longer need the spirit of that rune working with you, you can tell it to go, you can tell it to stay. It does not have to remain with you if you don't want it to.
Yep. That's the best part, total control. Thanks, Tinks. Keep us posted on how you're doing.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah.
We don't get to do this often, so we had a little bit of time in the morning and thought that we would jump on here and do this and try to do it more.
Sitting across from each other at the table. He's like right over there.
It's the most I've seen you, I feel, in months.
It's like our dinner. This is what it's like with us at dinner. We sit across from each other. I'm like, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have been really busy. Oh my gosh, Tinks, thank you. Just know,
so much.
Let it go. Definitely use the energy of July 5th and really tune into the work that's being done globally and allow yourself to really just open up that way. I think that'll be really fun. Maybe just a short little meditation. Won't take a lot because there's so much energy happening. I know.
Somebody's next.
Yeah, Jennifer Boyan. Jennifer Boyan.
And then Dawn, right?
And then Dawn.
In Philly, we would say her name.
Dawn. Jennifer Boyan, are you in the mood for a reading, a healing? What speaks to you? What you want? What you need? Oh. Shatos aras is ars us. Sanat ars is as us.
It just says she's present.
Yeah.
Hi, Jennifer.
Well, there's that cool lag thing.
Oh, yeah, I always forget about the lag. I need to be online more.
Sure, Lynn, there's a suggested donation. We still have that list open. We usually hang out for about 2 hours, and we're only about 35 minutes right now, so there's definitely tons of time. For a reading or a healing, the suggested donation is $22.22. For both, it's $44.44. You can just send it to that PayPal link, Zunather. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, we were just talking about Philly.
And then just let us know you donated.
Allison was going to break out her Delco accent, right?
Dwan, yeah. Yeah, you know it's how we like to do. You know what I mean? I miss Delco.
We both
For
do.
you guys who don't know, Delaware County is a county outside of Philadelphia that is there. I know exactly what I'm doing with Jen. Yeah. I don't need
noise.
Yeah, Teresa, our friend Teresa's from Delco. It's really sweet when we talk. It makes me like miss the East Coast so much, especially that area. It's a very, you guys, there's like a movie about it that I think Kate Winslet's in it, right? What's that show? Easton. There's a movie with Kate Winslet where she's got the Delco accent. And we're all like, ah. Oh, it's totally okay, Jennifer. Jennifer, if you're okay, when I tuned into you, your body elemental came in and also wants to take advantage of this collective like God particle thing they're trying to do with this CERN or whatever and open all these portals. There's a key that is stored directly that you left in your source fragment as you fractaled out. I'm just going to put the card up there. Sometimes Nancy's cards just say it directly. So I really want to go in and get that key for you and put that in your heart space and allow you to really set the stage and the foundation. I'm going to do the foundational work with you and your higher self and your body elemental to work on continuing with and bringing that in with the work that you're already doing to really enhance that and literally put the heart of dragon in you. Are you into that? Does that sound like something you want? Because it's going to be really big, right?
Can I go first?
Yeah, you want to go first?
Yeah, but go ahead. Finish what you were talking about.
I'm finished what I was talking about. She's saying this.
Yes. All right. So, Jennifer, I got 3 runes for you before my wife gets too far into where she's going.
It's going to be great.
For those of you just tuning in or just watch, I have 33 runes that I work with in a bag, and to pull the same ones over and over again is always interesting. I pulled Eeyore, the rune of the dragon, of the serpent. In this case, it is that rising energy, which is interesting.
Yeah,
so this I'm seeing it more as like a dragonfly actually this time around. So looking at dragonfly energy, I also got Nalvies, the rune of the need fire, knowing what you need versus what you want. And then also Laguz, which is the rune of water, rune of emotions, rune of flow. Simply put, allow these things to happen. Allow that energy to move when you feel it moving in a place that seems strange or doesn't seem to make sense. Allow yourself to be in that place and at that time. Recognize what you need from that. Recognize what you can take and what you can utilize to stay warm during those trying and tribulation periods. This is a very cold water that I'm feeling moving in. So allow that fire that's within all of us, that need fire of knowledge and wisdom. That's waiting for a spark. And if you look at Nalvies, it looks like two sticks being rubbed together. So pay attention to when you get that spark, when you get that that moment in time, and recognize that you need to stay warm. You need to keep that going, even though you have all this water and whatnot moving through you, feeding you, relaxing you, allowing that flow to take place, but still staying warm at that moment in time. Serpents are cold-blooded and need that fire, need that that heat to stay warm and active. So even though you may be feeling cold water and so forth moving through you, allow it to become warm with that fire within. And I'll let Allison finish where she is.
I realized I could just set the stage while you were talking.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen. Deep breath. Good.
Jennifer, I also pulled an animal spirit for you, and I got chameleon. The chameleon on here says, conceal ambition with patience until it's time to make your move. What's more important on this is knowing that you can adapt, that when that water gets too cold, when you feel that you are in a place where it doesn't seem to jive right away, that you have the ability to hide in those moments, to conceal, to camouflage yourself, which in turn will also help prevent pulling on too many weird experiences and emotions from others. Even I was looking at the picture, and even his tongue, there we go, looks like a serpent coming out of his mouth. So remember that there's that power behind there and the ability to blend in. But when the time is right, you know when to come forward with that as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what I set her up.
Don't try to blend in to the party. Hang by the walls, and the walls will blend into you.
Yes.
The old Kender proverb from Dragonlance books.
Yeah. There's been this buildup within you, kind of like a charge almost. And that's, I think it just totally, Jarrod said it perfectly. The world around you will change. You just do you. And as you're working on this, as this activation is coming through and the integration happens, because you know it's going to take a few days to really like get it all in. You use this time without the planet's alignment and the collective energy and feeling all of that, and like step into it. Really get in there. Your structure can handle it. Your infrastructure is really good. We did a lot of work there. I'm really just holding the space for you to say yes. So when you're ready
just drop in to yourself as you do so well. Open yourself up. Let source come in directly. That part of you that's from source, right? Because you're the fractal part. And allow all of that to come in. Really concentrate on the incarnational star, the inspirational star right there, and your tangent, your space of gravity, and of course your heart and your mind, and really take a moment to line that up and then just go. You know, and as you're channeling and moving this energy and really doing all that, really get a very clear vision on what you want your life to look like, and where you want to go and what you want to do. Like if you want to travel more, if you want to start meeting more like-minded people, if you're calling in your tribe in that way, and what that means. And I'll let the universe bring it to you. Like really, I mean, call in the divine creatrix herself and allow it to be that God spark within.
And hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
I can see you.
I know, it's like Christmas, right?
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, you've been in the womb period, been building. That's what your body elemental was telling me. Really, they really were taking their time and making sure your physical vessel was where it needs to be. So, you know, all the physical vessel things, right? But call in the divine creatrix. You know, really, I don't know. I feel like there might even be a move, but I don't know if that's a physical one or just a move in your work, or there's some kind of, allow yourself to lean into that. Yeah. Thank you so much. The key is within your heart space. So call in that divine creatrix, bust it out. You can totally birth multiverses if you want. But there's definitely adventure in that. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, it's just going to go. It's like a dam breaking. And your life will be as magical as you are comfortable with, if that makes sense. So thank you so much for that. That was really fun. Woof. Let's seal it out. Miss Dawn. And of course, keep us posted, Jen, if you want to follow up or anything, you know where to find us. That goes for anyone, anytime we do work on anyone, or, you know, you want a clarification on something, please always feel free to message us. It's really important that it's clear. All right. Miss Dawn is ready. She has opted for a reading and a healing. So okay. Dawn, I hope you're sitting down and you're comfortable. Yeah, I'm just tuning into all of this CERN energy. Is just so easy to do.
Dawn, are you still? Oh, she's still here. Did
yeah.
you have a question?
Oh yeah, if you have a question or anything. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm so sorry, my love. The runes like questions. They're very direct. So if there's a question you want answered, and
in general, is perfectly.
Yeah, fine. Totally. Hi. General is good. Okay. It feels like you're really searching for something, but you don't know what that is. Yeah.
Dawn, are you having any problems with your eye right now? Like vision or irritation? Kind of a weird question, but
for you, nothing is weird. Yeah.
Third eye. Okay. I don't see. Only sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, this is about action and doing. It feels like you're searching for something. It's really about going within and really imagining that, using that mental space, that third eye, that envisioned, being still. It's not watching, it's doing. Doing. Right, here's the Yang card. Let me get into that.
Are you going or you want me to?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay.
They're still talking to me.
All right. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Dawn, for you, I pulled runes and an animal guide. I actually pulled 4, which is quite a bit. The first rune that I got is Alagese. And Alagese is a rune of protection. It's also a rune of connection with our guides, in particular our animal guides. Funny that would be kind of the topic.
Did you say protection?
Here. What?
Did you say protection?
Yeah.
I got that card too.
On top of that, I got Year. Year is a rune of the skilled hunter, skilled warrior. It's a means of honing a skill essentially to the point of mastery. Yeah, we're going to stop there on that one. I got Otila. Otila is the rune of ancestral gifts. In particular, inheritance is the right word for that, especially property and homeland, but it is a rune that is also very connected with what's passed down to us generationally and what we're using, whether it's ancestral or past life. All of those things happen. And then I also got Uruz. Uruz is a rune of physical strength. It's also a rune of domestication. How many personas, how many masks, how many different identities have we placed on ourselves that we've lost who we truly are and allow ourselves to become domesticated into a specific time and space? What I'm pulling from this, Dawn, is that throughout your life, throughout many of our lives, we wear all sorts of different masks. We take on these different personas, different personalities, to the point where we become lost within ourselves. We become confused. These masks are put on for points of protection or to help us get through our day-to-day sort of experiences. You know, we have a different mask or a different identity that we take on when we go to work versus one when we're out with our friends versus one that we have when we're dealing with our children or family. How many have you allowed yourself to create that's blocking or protecting you from who you truly are? Third eye takes time. One of the things that we are told as a mask and take on very easily from a small age is that it's all in your head. It's imagination. Of course it is, because that's the dream. That's where we truly are awakened. And that's when we truly are allowed to express the sensations and living in these different worlds. And then we're now at a point in time in our lives where we realize that that's important, that imagery, that imagination, that experience that we get through creating in a different world to transcend into this world becomes difficult. And that's where Year comes into play, honing in on that skill. It takes time. Allow yourself to be practiced. Allow yourself to know how to open and close it. Recognize the masks and identities that you're taking on, because if you're at work and you're wearing that work identity, the last thing you want is that third eye open, because that's going to make your day real weird.
Unless you like that.
Yeah.
This is where Jarrod and I differ.
Yeah.
I like real weird all the time. He does not.
Well, if you're giving a presentation, probably not.
I'm just putting myself in an environment where weird is accepted. Yeah.
So recognizing those times and places where you feel that it's acceptable to have it open versus not is important. But know that it's something that you have been born with. It's something that you have. It's something that is transcended, which it sounds like you do. But recognize the identity that you're wearing when you are trying to use it, when you are accessing it. If you go home and are working on meditation or journey work or anything like that, and all you can think about is, you know, the TPS reports that are due the next day, you're not taking that mask off. You're not shedding that identity at that time to allow that to come forward. Now, the animal spirit that decided to work with you and wants to work with you on this is Peacock.
Oh my God.
And if you look at that, look at all these eyes. Look at all of these eyes on the feathers that are there to remind you that this is there. It's here for you when you're ready to really take that on. And Peacock says, protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. These are the identities. at that time, protect yourself from those different identities that are there and put in place, that you've put in place with these agreements for what you're doing, to prevent you from opening your third eye when you have that opportunity. Does that make sense, Don? I hope that makes sense to you.
So I really want to tie that into what I'm feeling is as part of the healing part of this is really going in and connecting your ancestral links to your third eye. So it's almost like you can just like make it like a quick button, like calling on my ancestors, and then that's like a sign to put everyone in alignment to say, I'm calling on my ancestors for remote viewing or for seeing within or anything that has to do with the third eye bioenergy center. Really just kind of, if you're open to this, Dawn, burning away a lot of those masks and those identities that no longer serve you, just to kind of clear that out. Really just kind of do some deep releasing in your belief structure and all of that in your root and sacral a little bit, and clear out your earth chakra and all of that, and to really connect you into the earth to allow this stuff to like drain out, and just really strengthen your own power within. You're divinely protected, right? So it's almost like putting this little ancestral button. Does that feel like good? Because the caveat of this is that this is going to bring up a lot of shadows and a lot of stuff. So if you're really ready to say yes to doing some deep work and allowing these opportunities and lessons to present themselves, and to really say yes with your heart and your mind and your soul all together, and step into the Queen of Fire energy, into that action energy, and do something about it. I'm so happy to open that up with you and allow that. But it is really important, like your team is like, it's really important that you're very consciously aware that this will change a lot of stuff, and you're totally in control of it, and you're absolutely divinely protected. But it is going to put you on timelines that you came here for your soul's work and lessons. And if you're ready for that, and you're ready for all of the emotions and the changing, then I'm so happy to facilitate.
Yeah, and Uruz is a rune of shedding as well. In the rune poems, that talks about forging steel and the slag that falls from that. And the slag is all those impurities. So this is a really great opportunity to create this steel within yourself, to shed away what no longer serves, what can essentially make one brittle.
Ooh, I'm gonna bring in some volcano, lava, magma. That's what I'm gonna do. Really allow you to ignite. Okay. All right, Dawn. Sit back, relax. All you need to do is say yes, and the rest will all work out as it should. Daras ana urak as ianak at urus yak ars anas urat ik ak uru arayana iasata tos karayana daras urus ini ish aras urakat ark niakos arahiata yashanaki iasi yos oro ianakata oro o ara I anasata yakus aras yanashati iashatata yakur anna at as I yas arak ur ia natas kura ianash shatatat kikars us iniashk art ut ur art yaharshin at ik at ut 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 ut. Horhanyastar kiathas ark nias arya hios urs anas ars is arsh ar asaniakt or ars iashodos ur iniamana asat arkus ur ishi an art as iat arkutudur yanak as us ur arshini atata arkihi yasakutotora yamakat arshtati ishator ur yeniakta dorsiniakas arsia tak getat ar or ishiniakt as ut ark yanakt ark kusos yanakt ark yashat us hayan arapuk us ar I yana asat ar us arshna yakt is as ar nik is ut ark ar har anya nusk ar I at ar ut ur a bark I ark ut ar an as ar I a. Anas aras os arar. Okay, what will really speed this along to help your mind, body, and soul get to alignment with it is to do the human part and create a ritual and alter space for your ancestors. It doesn't even have to be anyone you know, just kind of a feeling. If you kind of know where your people came from or the land they came from, but if not, just like lean in and feel like what's right, and to make a space, just dedicating to that somewhere. What corner of the room? A corner of the room. I'm hearing southeast. So I'm just not getting that clear. They are showing me the southeast corner, but to research that and kind of feel into what part of your house feels where your ancestors will be able to enter and greet you there and help do work. And it's really just about sitting in there and allowing them into the space and calling them in and really feeling as you're doing your work and you're sitting there and coming into center and breathing and being still. And allowing yourself to say, you know, I'm calling my ancestors to open my eye, right? I'm getting like a lot of pressure here, which says to me that they are really coming in and really there's a lot of just stuff that's being taken away and burned away. People are going to see you differently. You're going to have different reactions because they're going to start seeing you, which is amazing, right? Because that's like the best part. You are the best part of this, which does mean that those who are not in alignment with you will fall away, and that's okay. Some of them it's going to hurt. So you're going to cry, but that's okay. Not everyone is here for the whole story of your life, right? They're here to help you on your journey. And everyone comes back at the end. So just take that with you in your heart space when your heart is sad, that you will see them on the other side, and know that we're all here together working for our greatest and highest good. But this is really taking action and tuning in and being still and dedicating a space and a time for that, to really say, I'm releasing, I'm stepping into my power. I am word, really. Okay.
I think a great way to remember that for everyone is that we are the main character of our story.
Yeah.
Everybody else is the supporting character. Our family, our children, our friends, people at work are supporting characters. And you're a supporting character in their experience as well, in their story. So sometimes thinking about that and remembering that people are sometimes there for a brief moment is important, and it is a little less painful at times when we remember that they're there because they're part of your story.
I love that.
I did some terraforming is what I'm starting to call it. So basically burning the world to the ground within the self, using fire, using air to fuel that fire, and
your elemental alchemy.
Then come forward with water, wash it all away, and plant a new seed. Allow that new earth, allow the new vines and trees and whatnot to grow up within the self, and allow yourself to be nurtured with what was released and what no longer serves.
Simplify, simplify, simplify. Our stuff holds us down.
So Dawn, thank you.
Thank you, Dawn, so much. Please keep us posted and reach out if you have any questions. Definitely recommend coming back to this part somewhere before the hour mark. I feel like around 55, maybe 50, 55 minutes in, and really sit and allow your ears and your mind to hear what was channeled and what occurred. Sorry, your team is still talking to me. There's just a lot of excitement for you, and to not, this is the hardest part for all of us. Rejection is part of this. Rejection is what, the wind blowing is what makes the plants stronger, right? Because when they don't, this is something our beautiful birthday friend today, Laura, talks about with growing plants, is if you start the seedlings inside and you don't put a fan or anything on them, they kind of grow too skinny and weak because they don't have the need to kind of, I miss you, Andrew. I love you so much. Really just getting into that strength, right? Allowing these things to come at us. To help us be to grow stronger, thicker, and more solid, and that helps us grow. And so when the big things come, like these big, huge, if you want to call them rejections. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. To
really allow yourself to know that you'll be able to stand, right, and to also know it's okay to go and retreat, right, just like the turtle does, to be like, whoop, I'm not in it today, and to be okay with that, and to trust yourself, right. Allow your beauty. Your team is just saying, allow your beauty to shine through. You are so beautiful. And, I can confirm that having been in your energy and your heart space and your soul space, right, is beautiful. It's really, really just, it's like, it reminds me of the Mintakan waters at their sunsets, and how it's like pink and coral and all the pretty like red and orange tones up top, and then the blues on the bottom. It's almost kind of becomes like a purple. That's what I feel like when I step into your energy, that beautiful never-ending ocean of love. Yeah, so that's it. Let us know how that goes. Thank you so much for saying yes to yourself. It's amazing. It's amazing what will happen. It's amazing what happens, you guys, when you say yes. It gets wild and crazy, and we go through big, big changes. This past year for me has been, well, for us too, has been just so incredible. And to know that it's okay to change and allow others to change too, and know that you still can be in the same way, right? And to that relationships and everything changes, but it's okay. And Kaylee Marie says it best, right? Proven behavior, like follow the proven behavior. Your brain collects the data, and those that prove to you, right, with their behavior that they're there and that what they're saying is solid and it's consistent. Like that's, the other part of that story is to allow us to discover discernment and to learn to trust ourselves and our intuition and our heart space. And just know, like, you can always reach Hughes, and every path leads to home.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Thank you. All right.
I haven't checked the list. If you've donated for a reading or a healing and or both, just let us know. We're so grateful to be here. I've got tons of stuff. I didn't realize, I was like, oh, I'm not really doing very much. I always say that, and it's not true. We've got, if you haven't had your soul language activated, or you're looking to do that, or kind of come in and just kind of reconnect with it more deeply, Dina and I are doing a soul language activation
class on Sunday, and then that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
And then
tomorrow.
Wednesday, myself, Lorna, and Sammy are getting together for our pets journey. Just by popular request the last time, if you've got any pets who you want to help us connect you with. And really just kind of, the last time was a wild ride. It was so fun. I think we've got about 7 spots open for that.
You gonna connect to Dorian?
I'm never not connected to our cat. I don't know what to tell you. He's always judging me from far away and being like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's great. Yeah, just really we're doing lots of expos and coming out. So we'll be all over the United States. So check that out. November, I'm holding Reiki 1 and 2 certification. Yeah. So anyone who's come or has come to one of our classes already, you can just show up.
You're on TikTok now too.
Oh yeah, I'm on. I have
for all the cool kids.
TikTok. I have my own. Judith is my personal cat if you care about following my personal life. And then I think really just documenting because I'm just learning how to do video stuff. I didn't realize I was like my Aquarian obsession is taking over because I've discovered my new favorite pastime is creating or adding hashtags to TikTok that don't exist. And I think I'm up to a lot. I'm going to start. It's just for me because I just think it's so fun that no matter how many words or combinations out there, there's always an opportunity to birth something new. So, which makes me feel really great because I'm kind of on the TikTok. First of all, I'm a Gen Xer. I've come on the TikTok game super late. This was not even our generation. Didn't even. It's so far beyond. I had to have my son be like, teach me. It was really cute, and Tina too. She was like, okay, we're gonna talk about TikTok, and then. And so I was just like, okay. And so we've got Zenithor, and then I've also roll with Say to Say Healing. That's where we kind of post the collective videos for that for our Say to Stay Circle. And also we and you can follow the adventures of Sammy and I as we do Plulicity and kind of birth that. You can check all that stuff out. And you've got your TikTok too, right?
Yeah, Rowan Wolf _runecraft. I try to do a rune of the week focus for people to work with. And I also do some shamanic trance work on there and bone tapping for healing and so forth as well. So really a little variety of things. Make it interesting, keep it going. So there is people who are interested today. We have a choice between a healing or a reading. Our donation of $22.22. And then if you are interested in both, it's $44.44 is the suggested donation today. There's a link. Can you click it on StreamYard, or do you have to copy and paste it and type
I think you have to copy. I don't know.
But it's at the bottom of the scrolling thing right here. So we're going to be on for another 45 minutes or so. So if you are interested in these guys,
I have a quick message for Lauren Jackson. She popped on. Your team says it's time to call your circle in and connect to your inner tribe, your inner circle. That's what I'm going to say. Also, I'm going to run away real quick. So
you're going to leave me to stare
So can you talk about the runes or something? I'll be right back.
So, all right. And here I am on the spot. This is why I don't do a lot of solo lives. That being said, there she is. See, we're actually in the same room.
I'll be right back, you guys.
So, speaking of solos, I will be doing a couple this week. I have one. Actually, Allison and I will be live tomorrow on Tracy Hall's page, which I can never remember the name of because I'm a terrible person. I will post that link here in a moment. And then I have a live on Thursday. And then another one on Saturday on the Spiritual Mediums page on Saturday. Kate Green's page on Thursday. Tracy Hall tomorrow with Allison on Sunday. So keep a lookout for those. I'll post those links in the comments in a moment because I don't remember how to do that. What else are we doing right now? I don't know. Hanging out, having a good time. So I have been putting a lot of focus on these shamanic classes and studies and so forth, which has been really interesting and eye-opening. I've been helping several people with some guided journeys and so forth. So if you are interested in working with me to help access the hidden realms, the spirit realms, and so forth to develop a stronger relationship with your guides. I do have that as availability. And to make everything a little bit easier for everyone, including divinations and so forth, I have dropped some prices right now too, which is awesome.
We all have. It's crazy.
The idea is to help people, and we understand that we're at a time when money's a little tight for everyone. So
for everyone,
absolutely.
Get it.
So I did drop a lot of my prices, including my talisman work, which is one that I'm really excited to work with people on. If you're not familiar with it, the idea of a talisman is to create a charged item for an individual where they can begin to pour the energy of loss. And when we think about loss, it's not necessarily just about losing a family member or, an animal or something like that. Sometimes we're talking about identities. Sometimes it's all about losing that identity. Sometimes if you are suffering from depression or addiction or some of these areas, we go through a period of withdrawal on a physical level, but grief on a spiritual level. So by charging that talisman with the ability to help harness that energy and place that energy into the talisman rather than the self, and then throughout that time of grief, as long as it's needed, it helps to alleviate some of that stress and reduce difficulties along the way. So I do a private half hour where we talk about that. I create the talisman for you. It's sent out to you with instructions on what to do next, and then we have time where we can work through some of those things as well on a one-on-one level during that time.
Meanwhile, I was like, I'm going to do something totally different. If you want some clearings and activations for a half hour, we can just schedule and get in there and do it.
Right.
Sometimes you don't need all the talk, right? Sometimes you're like, I just want to get it done. So it's kind of fun. It's so interesting how we do things. So, if that makes sense.
I don't know what that was.
Glimpse of Grace is coming up on the 7th, you guys. That's our monthly collective healing.
Hold on, I'm going to post these pages because I'm a failure and couldn't remember the name of them.
If you want to do that, there's like all kinds of events and everything. And we've got the healing circle if you're interested in connecting there and working on with collectively with others on your healing modalities or kind of just new to it and just want to like learn about it a little bit. We've got a group for that. There's all kinds of stuff happening. So it's really trying to be out there as best we can. And maybe get to Europe. Wendy, thanks, friend. Wendy donated for a reading. Yes,
I never remember the name of all these pages.
The pages?
What is Tracy Hall's page?
Signals from Heaven.
Signals from Heaven, that's right.
That's tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm busy. All of a sudden, I went to a little time off. And I'm also taking off 2 weeks at the end of July to hang out with my kids before school. So get in while you can, y'all. Wendy. So, yep. Okay. Okay.
I was talking about that I don't do any lives and then I do like a bunch of them all in a row. So if people wanted to experience things that I do, now's the week to do it.
Is it all in 1 week?
Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday, I'm on Kate's page, the Eternal Spirits page. And then Saturday.
Tomorrow, Signals from Heaven.
Yeah, and then Eternal Spirits on Thursday. And then
TSM.
And then Andy's page on Saturday at 3, right before the awards ceremony and dinner.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be
Beer.
fun. I'm sorry, what is happening? Wendy.
Wendy. You're cute.
All
Let's
right.
get married. Let's hang out. Okay. Yeah. All right. first things first.
Is Wendy doing a reading or a
Wendy's
healing,
doing
or?
a reading.
Okay. I can't shuffle today.
Zachary, hi love.
Hey, Zachary.
How's your world, man? Okay. This is specifically, what I'm pulling is specifically has to do with your 3D physical house and world and home and where that is and what it is, right? So the first thing I'm hearing is to soften. That's the puzzle piece, right? To soften and allow that to be the catalyst for the opportunity to let it come in. Hi, Colleen.
Hi.
Welcome to the party. Oh, you know what I need to do? I got to do this. So we know. I didn't put the picture up.
Birmingham, UK. Good to see you.
I love it. We're going to visit there someday. So the next thing, there's a couple things on the docket that we're just going to go. Oh, okay. So really it's, oh, good, Zachary. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, we're good. This is really about like third eye work. It's kind of almost like tuning into yourself and going within through your third eye, not necessarily really like sitting down as best you can, right? And just kind of like remembering who you are, like through your work and your ancestrals and all of that. You are the queen bee and you have the heart of the dragon. And that you have the power within, right? So it really feels like that's like really visualizing, softening yourself. Just allowing kind of to come in and to find that space and time. And allow like all of it to come out, whatever that is. There is no rules to what comes out, right? There's not like a specific thing so much, but to really allow all of that to come out and kind of like, it's almost like a purging of that, an emptying of yourself. I feel like that too is going to be really like key is your third eye, in that way of like remote viewing, maybe sitting in your meditation and saying, okay, take me to where I want to live with my family and have a life and what that means and what's really calling me and show me what that is and let them take you, right? Your team take you there. There's a lot of serendipity coming up. Just keep saying yes, a lot of luck. We've been really feeling that. There is no place like home. So this is really coming up, right? So this is all like, right? Like you've really worked out the structure for your 3D life and you're feeling really good about that. So it's like the blessings will just keep, keep doing that. Keep doing it. That's really so perfect. Good. Yeah. Serendipity. You're like already there, right? This is really about coming in the physical world. Like this is the chopping wood. What they're really showing me is like you opening your door, like in your meditations, opening your door, whatever kind of door that is, and what your heart wants to see when it's out, like let it all go and just like whatever that is, and just let yourself sit in that emotion. And it's okay if there's more than one place, right? And this is like really about really tuning into the home base of where you want that to be and what that means for you and your family. But it's really softening. Yeah. I know. You're such a queen. I love it. That's the piece to the puzzle. Softening. Softening, allowing. Pretty steady. It looks like just tuning into the near future, this next turn. It feels very steady. You're going to feels like you're making steady choices. Feels good.
You good? Mm-hmm. All right. So Wendy, I pulled a little bit of everything. For you, I got Ivaz. Ivaz is the rune of the world tree. It's the world, or the rune that connects us to balance. It's an element of as above, so below. I refer to it as the alchemist rune because it is a rune of transformation. You can see we've got the top and the leaves and the roots, the trunk there as well. It's a rune of leaving things behind to allow a continued growth. If we come by and take all of the fruit that falls from that tree, it doesn't leave any for the animals to spread that seed as well as remain nurtured. It also doesn't allow that to rot and decompose into the ground to feed the tree again. So there's an element of making sure that we leave behind a legacy, that we leave behind this ability to allow others to grow from our experiences. And I don't know how connected to Star Wars you are right now, but I've got a ton of great Star Wars references for you. The card that I pulled is the Five of Wands. And in it, this is normally a rune of conflict. And there's a lot that goes on in this. You know, we see a woman on here. This is the witch wound card for me. This is this aspect of being burned at the stake for what somebody believes in. And she's not going down without a fight.
I know, she looks so fierce in that picture.
So this,
I love it.
The rune that's on here is Isa, and Isa is a rune of ice. It's solid water. It's crystalline memory and DNA. And as this torch gets moved closer to her, even well, it's going to sound weird, while she melts, the ice melts as well and allows that to be released. And as I was thinking about that and translating it, the scene in A New Hope where Obi-Wan tells Darth Vader, if you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. In and of itself, his body melts away. He materializes into the Force plane where he becomes a ghost later and is able to help Luke on his journey. Again, this is that aspect of creating a legacy for yourself, creating something that is passed down so that you can help later on as a guide, as an ancestor, helping spirit, or even bringing this information back with you in a new incarnation and not having fear of it, because that's where Llama comes in. Yay. Yes. We got a little llama on there, and it says, let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. And it's not necessarily, this isn't an aspect of physical intimacy. It's an intimacy and relationship that you have with what you are willing to pass down, what you are willing to transcend to that next level. How do you become more powerful than you can possibly imagine to help those still with us? And there's a fear isn't quite the right word, but not being able to accept that that's okay to do. So work with that, release that, and allow yourself. One of the greatest things that we can do is be promoted to an ancestor and be able to help from that other side. So prepare yourself to remember in that next incarnation. Maybe it's a fear of forgetting, but it gets easier to remember each time, and know that we have that ability to help in that next time and place. I hope that makes sense, Wendy. Itchy.
And you got it's a lot of energy. Soul Reiki. Yeah, that soul Reiki is really taking you places, your own. Yeah. You're coming into yourself, ascending.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, kotara arashini isi kiatos kore I nahara soko tora ishi. Kotoraya mokotara ishkataraya nosotos orki ishi naka. Daraki ishi sikia nosora araki adaraya mokos arasinia sos orishia taraki.
And there's a message for you directly. Soul to soul. I love it. Thanks, friend. Love you so much. Give our love to your family too. Well, how you doing? How you feeling?
All right.
All right. Hungry. Getting hungry. I know. I was like, I'm hungry. I need to eat food soon.
I had to go to the store, so I had to grab some stuff.
Oh, that'll be fun. Love you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, you all. I feel like, is there anything else we want to talk about? Check out websites and TikToks and YouTube. It's like so much is happening, right? Enjoy yourself. Go outside, have fun.
It's a nice weekend. I know
Well, we
Canada just celebrated Canada Day.
Canadian Day.
I don't know. I think it was yesterday. And then
I think it was 2 days ago.
Was it 2 days ago? I don't know.
I don't know days, but yeah.
If we have any Canadians, correct us. And then we have our 4th of July. What did they refer to it as Treason Day in England, I think, right?
Yeah, they do.
So we've got that coming
I feel like
up.
that's also with the indigenous people of this land as well.
Yeah,
We're kind of
absolutely.
Great. Healing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
What other fun holidays?
It's so nice to see everyone connect. We're going to try to be more around. 3D life is winning. Finding that balance, things open up and change. So come find us. We'll find you. We'll get together. Soul Chat series is going to start up again. We're going to kind of revisit some folks that have already been since all of the YouTube got deleted. And it's so crazy, right? So that's great. We get to all hang out again, which is so nice. Yeah. You can always send us a message if you have any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to
enjoy your sleep,
reach
my
out.
friend.
If you have questions about any of the services, I didn't realize this, but on my webpage, I have a 30-minute free consultation to talk about services that would be best for you.
Yeah, we have Cruise Direct too.
Yeah. Say Unistay has all of our information on there and all of our services, which I need to update prices on.
We can do that right when we log off.
Yeah. And yeah, you can reach out to me through Spectral Bear Healing or Rowan Wolf Runecraft on Facebook. Feel free to message me on there for discussion and we can talk about all of those things. I do offer a few services that are not listed on there because they are
your secret services?
Yeah, secret services, we can call it. I'm sure that'll flag somewhere.
It's okay. Our first podcast got flagged by YouTube.
Who did?
Our first podcast.
Did it really?
Yeah. It was up for like 3 weeks or a month or whatever.
Gotta love it.
Doing weird things. All right, guys. It was so great to see you.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a good evening. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Stay full of sun. Ending broadcast.